Hello, my name is Elle Haynes.
And I'm Rosalind Junquera, and you're watching the Clarion Broadcast.
Today, we'll speak to a group who have been protesting war on a street corner in Claremont for decades. And we give a peek of Professor Sholheim's paranormal class adventures at Pinnacle Peak Steakhouse. But first, Natalie Malins will start us off with sports. Natalie?
Thank you, Elle. Today's a busy one for Citrus Athletics. Women's soccer plays College of the Canyons at 5 p.m. at Citrus Stadium. The men's soccer team traveled to Glendale to face the Gauchos at 5 p.m. at the Glendale Community College Stadium. Women's volleyball are away to challenge Santa Monica Corsairs at 6 p.m. in Santa Monica. Men's basketball play the Cornets at 7 p.m. at Fullerton College in Fullerton. Here's a list of the upcoming games. If you would like to support the Fighting Owls, attend a game. Back to you.
Thank you, Natalie. A group of citizens have been spotted on the corner of Arrow Highway and Indian Hill Boulevard in Claremont every Friday since the 1990s. Together, they carry handmade posters protesting wars and encouraging peace. We got a chance to speak to them and find out why they're protesting. War has always been a controversial topic, especially in the U.S. Every Friday, a group of citizens gather in Claremont with handmade posters protesting wars and promoting peace. The Clarion got a chance to talk to them to figure out why they're protesting and just how long they've been doing it for.
I believe it's my duty as a Christian to point out that Jesus Christ said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." He said, "All who take the sword will perish by the sword." And he said, if somebody treats you evil, give them good in return.
We believe that war is not a good alternative for the nations to come together, and it separates us. Hate never works. And all that war does is to kill more people, make more enemies, separate us more from other countries, and we feel it's a sign of egotism at its worst to think that we have the right to police the world.
I'm not a fan of U.S. imperialism, and I'd like to inspire some more young folk to take up the message.
I'm doing it as part of my Christian commitment, not so much that people will pay any attention, but there are church members who ride by here every week, and they've heard these words maybe since childhood for many years, and their response will be, "Where have I heard that before?"
One of the signs that sometimes I hold is war cost $857 million a day. That money is not only going down a rat hole, it's creating more enemies. We should be giving a free education to college students. We should be building bridges and roads, preparing teachers, paying them a decent salary. We should be doing things that will build up our country and other countries.
I've been here for about 15 years, but it dates clear back to the time of the war in Vietnam, when I was a protester on the Berkeley campus, and even before that when I was a protester on the Pomona campus. So it's been sort of a lifetime activity, never as a profession, but simply in the evenings and so forth, because I feel it's important.
We've been doing this since the year 2003. We've missed, to my knowledge, only 2 Fridays since then. We're pretty faithful in being here every Friday afternoon for at least an hour. Personally, I will continue. I'm 85. I'll continue until I'm not able to stand here anymore.
Been doing it for about a year, and as long as my Fridays are open and I'm in the neighborhood, I'll be here.
War is terrorism. War is not the way to solve problems internationally, and it's only creating within our own country more hate and division, as well as between nations.
War is terrorism. If you're killing folks in the name of a political reason or ideology or whatever the hell your political motivations are, it's terrorism.
The way to peace is not by canceling our compromisos, as we say in Spanish, our obligations, our contracts with other nations. It's to try to talk with them and adjust if adjustments need to be made. And then we need to do that, but not by withdrawing and showing hate towards them.
On October 30th, Professor Sholheim took his students out to Pinnacle Peak Steakhouse for dinner and various activities. Clarion reporter Sammy Fernandez got a chance to join them and see what they're up to.
What happens when I do this is a form of mediumship, is that I can sometimes see handwriting, I can sometimes hear voices, and sometimes I can see imagery. And so that's what I'm trying to do now, and if all of us can attempt to do that for just a few seconds, maybe of silence, where we can try to do that. I do sense the presence of not just one person, but several people other than us that are here, physical beings. I think I'm hearing somebody saying they're tired of the smell of steak, which is kind of funny, actually. Sometimes the spirits can be very funny.
Sholheim talked with the ghosts to try to make them give any sign that they were there.
Some type of energy into perhaps an inanimate object. I think that would give us an idea that you are here, and don't be shy. And it's okay to present yourself in whatever way that you can. I do feel some energy around me. I don't know if anybody else feels it. Is there anybody else who has noticed anything in this room tonight?
I noticed there was kind of an image that was, how can I say it, like smoke. That was right next to you on your left side, and it changed in your skin changed color. Did you feel something?
Well, I do feel a presence, and I'm seeing a very tall man, and
the name Hal or Harold came to me when you asked. Anybody else do it? Name?
Lucas back there. She got Lucas.
Lucas?
Lucas or Hal. Yeah, I think there's a lot of spirits in here. They're maybe a little shy, and that's okay, because we're all good people. And we've studied very hard to try to understand what's going on in the spirit world. And we're here tonight to make that connection. And we wish you well.
And now here's Sammy Fernandez with the upcoming campus events. Sammy?
Today, there is a fall dance show at 7 p.m. in the Performing Arts Center. Students will perform the play Bus Stop at 7 p.m. on Saturday the 10th, at 2 p.m. on Sunday the 11th, at 7 p.m. on Saturday the 17th, and again at 2 p.m. on Sunday the 18th. Tickets are $15 at the box office and $10 for those who have a student ID. The mobile food pantry will be back on campus on November 31st from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Campus Center Mall. The truck brings groceries for anyone who is in need. That's all for today. Back to you.
Thank you, Sammy. That concludes our Clarion broadcast. I'm Elle Haynes.
And I'm Rosalind Junquera. Stay tuned for our next broadcast on November 23rd. Thanks for watching.